It's San Luis Obispo, California. We're here at the Cuesta Gym at the 29th annual Phillips 66 Women's Basketball Classic. Game 4 of day 1. Game 1 of day 1, Orange Coast 72, Allen Hancock 36. Game 2, Sierra College 80, LA Pierce 62. And just prior to this game, Butte College in a 61-59 overtime game with a win over San Mateo. We're in the game 4, first round. Cuesta 30 and West Hills Lemoore 10. So inbounding the ball for Cuesta will be Aria Johnson, Alyssa Palma, Mackenzie Brewster, Courtney Chadwick, and Miriam Zabinski on the floor. Zabinski is being blocked by the official there. We have
short delay there, waiting for the West Hills refs to come back. So
Amber Carson, Jenny Gallego, Narita Padilla, Jocelyn Salinas, and Yesenia Iniguez, original starters on the floor for West Hills. Offensive foul, moving screen set by Miriam Zabinski. That's her first foul of the half on the Cougars. So Cougars little half-court trap. Zabinski on Iniguez. They switch over on Johnson. Johnson and Iniguez. There's a foul on Zabinski, her second in a row. That's kind of tough coming into the half. Less than 30, just exactly 30 seconds in, 2 fouls.
Yep, wow.
Not what Coach Barber wanted coming out of the half, and at the line and shooting 2, Jocelyn Salinas. Salinas throws a rotating orb up there, just hits the front of the rim. But she gets a second shot right here. And again, odd spin on the ball. And again, off the front of the rim with a miss. Rebounded by Johnson. Aria Johnson on the boards, and Palma with the ball, bringing the ball in the front court. Cougars in front court set. And to Brewster. Brewster in the post. One of the things they always talk to you about once you bring the ball into the post, you step, you make, you move.
Yep.
Brewster puts the ball on the ground, allows people to swing at it, and she lost the ball right there.
Yep.
Luckily, they drew more arm than ball.
Yeah.
So Brewster, as she was trying to go for the shot, they call it on the shot, so she gets 2.
Oh, that's nice. That was nice.
Generous.
And good
Brewster
thing because she missed
shot
the first
off
one.
the back of the rim. I hope that wasn't one of the ball never lies things. So
Yeah.
here it comes. Brewster, a couple bounces, sets. And this one barely draws the rim. And I have nothing left to say. Nice press break by the Golden Eagles. And that is a travel. She tried to hold it. I think she would have lost the bottom half of her leg right there. Maria Padilla made a nice, they made a fake look, thought she had a teammate. She didn't. Held on to the ball, tried to hold her pivot, could not do it. Just too much momentum going there. And Cougars take back the ball. Palma bringing it up to the front court. Palma was also an All-SLO County selection when she was at Tascadero High. Former Greyhound, were in first team all-conference honors last year. Amanda Legault, All-County player out of North County Christian. And into Brewster again and again. As we talk, Brewster turns, ball low, down by the hips. And that allowed Amber Carson to get in there, wrap her up.
And
we have a jump ball.
Much smaller Amber Carson as well.
And so Brewster not using her strength and her height right there. So she's got to be a little bit stronger to the basket. I think that's what the Cougars are going to need from them. Again, they're going to do, you know, West Hill is going to try and contain Johnson as best they can. So Brewster's going to have a one-on-one opportunity there in the post against a much smaller player. She's got to put those away.
Oh, yeah. Nice little shot there of the Cuesta huddle, seeing what Coach Ron Barber's got to say to his team to keep him on track here.
Yeah, we're almost 2 minutes in, or a minute and a half into the second half here with no score. Legault doing a one-man press up there. Galt, like I said, out of North County Christian, also Little County player last year, but spent her junior and senior years as a starter down at Newport Harbor High School in Newport Harbor. So starter for the Sailors for a couple years, came up here to North County Christians for the Crusaders. And Chadwick's three-point shot, open again.
Yep.
Off the side of the rim, and we're still scoreless in the second half.
Yeah.
Kalos brings it into Carson. Carson to Niguez. And Niguez, whoa, again with the pivot step. And Cluas with the steal off Carson's pass. But Cluas took a dribble, so she's looking for a little help, and Chadwick finds Chadwick. Chadwick, nobody knows. Footsteps from behind. We get a pickpocket in the house.
Great passing there by West Hills.
That looks like the three-man weave right there. That was textbook fast break right there as Carson puts it away. And West Hills strikes first blood, second half. And Chadwick, back-to-back turnovers. First one gets caught from behind. Second one, I think she was expecting her teammate to make a break and didn't.
Yep.
So Chadwick's going to take a little bit of a rest. Kind of a tough there. Misses her three, 2 turnovers. Not what you expect out of somebody who's your leading scorer right now.
Definitely not.
Go fire, ready?
And that's probably part of her frustration in making those drives early, not getting them, and then just more not falling. You can tell she's frustrated.
She might be pressing a little bit more than she needs to be right now, especially with
trying to make
an
more
18-point
fall.
lead.
Yeah.
And so here comes Palma bringing the ball up. And Legault for 3 off the front of the rim, but Johnson with the rebound, tipped away. Legault gets it back. Legault back up. They're going to reset with Palma. Palma brings it in. Kicks it out to Clarice, but it's tipped. And there's Johnson's got the one-on-one, and she's fouled from behind. And she's like a magnet. Like I said, I don't think you're going to see much of her alone today. So Binsky checks back in for Cuesta, and into the game, Nikki Kesting for West Hills Lemoore. So from behind on the drive, so ball out of bounds. Johnson's hit from behind there by
moving screen.
Off the inbounds, Palma.
That was a great play. I was watching Ari Johnson right there.
I was
and she
too.
just completely set a nice screen, and it was like a football hit on the player Palma was being guarded by, and gave her the open look. Got some points on the board.
Steps right there for West Hills.
Hey, get up! Everybody get up! Let's go! Let's go!
So the overall game score, Cuesta 32, West Hills 12. Second half score 2-2. Zabinski at the perimeter. Zabinski brings it in.
Good!
You know, 2-foot pass doesn't help you too much. And definitely didn't help him there. The steal by Nikki Kesting goes all the way. Both defenders are within arm's reach of the pass right there. Zabinski just drove right into Johnson. There's no place for her to go. And Palma called for the double dribble. And another turnover by the Cougars. Zabinski comes on out after that turnover previously. And Nia DeVeggio is back in. Cougars settle into a zone. DeVeggio in the center. She commanded the paint last time she was in early in the first half.
And that's just a smart play there by Ari Johnson. She got the ball right in front of me. I'm going to put my hands on it and get a jump ball and get this ball back.
Johnson right there gets a turnover in favor of her, the jump ball, and inbounds it to Legault. Legault bringing it up against the press, against Carson. Kind of getting a little crowded there. DeVeggio gets out of her way, gets down to the block. So Cougars trying to get the ball down deep. Cinia Niguez, the point guard, down there helping out at the post. Like we talked about earlier, they are going to be double teaming the post all night. So she's matched up with Brewster, giving away 5 inches. And a long shot there. Aria Johnson.
Great.
Rebound, put back. She's got 14 on the night. Palma with a steal. Palma's a great defensive anticipation. Brewster open at 17. Palma with the ball at the three-point line. And just knocked out of her hands right there. Jocelyn Salinas makes it look easy, but Palma doesn't give her an easy shot at the hoop. So Palma knew if she moved, it was a foul. So
Yep.
she just stopped and made it difficult for Salinas to put the ball up.
Great defense.
Yep. Just smart positioning.
Yeah, definitely. That's the kind of defense that West Hills needs to be doing if in that same situation. So we'll see if they can kind of take a little lesson from Palma there.
Chadwick back in for Cuesta. Palma kicks it back out to Chadwick. Chadwick off the front of the rim again. Again, rebound Johnson, and Johnson's got 16.
Yeah, wow.
So
Go back in. She got to keep her total above the other team, so
that's true.
you know, it's good choice. Chadwick taking the three on the other side
DiMaggio
there,
with the rebound.
trying to.
Kicks it out to Palma. Palma throws an errant pass. It might have been for Johnson, might have been for Chadwick, but I don't
We'll never know.
But it ended up being for West Hills Lemoore.
Yes.
So it just kind of a slow roller, just kind of slipped out of her hands, I think, on the fast break. Cougars had a 4-on-3 and kind of lost it right there. So Carson's out with the ball, being guarded by Chadwick. Chadwick over to Monet, being guarded by Johnson. And Johnson harasses Monet in stepping out of bounds. Not a steal, but that's a turnover.
Yeah, and Monet she just got an earful from her coach right there, and all she could do is look the other way and
Palma
keep
to
walking.
Chadwick around the three-point line. Palma over to Legault. Palma ball back to Palma at the wing. Up and over pass. That's not how you do it.
Nah, not quite.
It's a 10% pass in a play that should be 100%. Get the ball in the Aria Johnson.
Yeah.
That's a tough pass right there.
And she was
20-foot
desperately
pass
calling
over three
for it.
defenders.
Right.
So Monet bring the ball around and steal. Johnson leads Chadwick down on the break. Monet comes up and tips it out of bounds out of Chadwick's hands. Cougars will maintain possession. And into the game comes Priscilla Lopez, returns for West Hills. She'll come in for Monet. Monet's got an interesting look wearing spectacles on the court. You don't see that a lot. Sometimes you see the rec specs like an old cream or something like that, but not that often you see straight glasses out there. So
Yeah.
interesting look out there in the court.
Find yours. Come on, Eagles.
Wonder how many pairs she's gone through. That's a good question for her.
Chadwick called for the offensive foul, hooking. The player with their arm on she tried to sneak by her. So that's her second. She's
got
locked at 3 fouls each. And errant pass by Carsons, and Cougars take the ball right back.
And that was just Yesenia not even looking and orchestrating the offense, and the ball came
It's
right
the
at
old
her.
thing, you don't throw unless you know, and she didn't know.
Yep, she didn't know.
So there you go. That time Palma brought it, instead of trying to throw it up and over, she drove and then dished it off. Mia DiMaggio inside for two as the defense is drawn to Palma, leaving DiMaggio wide open there on the block. So Lopez comes in there. And West Hills call for the travel in the paint there.